Mississippi. The Egg Bowl, a game that has a tendency to rip families apart during a time of year when most families come together to express Thanksgiving. But some are thankful for the sound of cowbells or screams of hotty toddy, which will make their presence known in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ole Miss Rebels. Taking on another team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Rebels will put total leather to crank us up. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Mississippi State's offense will start this game off. Rebels took home the golden egg in a close one the last time they met.
They don't care if it was close or a blowout. They got the W. They've been able to talk about it all off-season long, and you can just feel the energy and electricity this year.
Boy, and you know it matters. You're talking about all these kids in-state, talking to them. Where do you want to go? Which side do you want to be on? Ole Miss winning last year matters when it comes to recruiting.
That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Let's take just a minute and talk about Mississippi State. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
To the air on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Back up now, here's second and long. The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He wants to throw it again. Right on the money. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Warren. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on third and short.
And David, on 30 inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Going to the ground. Sweet cut there. Turning it on. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. First points of the day are on the board.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Makes the grab. It's Montgomery. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Montgomery. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Gives it on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking to fire. He's got him still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to pound it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And in that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They played keep away with the football, but if this defense can make one more stop on 3rd and goal, they might force it. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window.
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. Batted at the line and incomplete as that throw was headed toward the end zone. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the Golden Egg. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the quick shuffle pass. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Lemon. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Running to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the draw. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Montgomery. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. He's moving out of the pocket. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Back open in the middle. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his man. It's Clark. They'll immediately call timeout.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Firing to the right, complete. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game. And
hits him inside the 20, still going. Down at the 16-yard line, and they're threatening to score in the waning moments of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. He splits the uprights. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, so much to break down from a spirited start to this Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Mississippi State and Ole Miss plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint.
Makes the grab at the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's Montgomery. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw again. It's complete. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. The give to the single back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lemon. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Finds some fresh air. Still running at the 35. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue.
There he goes. Got the 1st down and more. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. The give to the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Rides the back on the option. The give. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Great job by the back on the option.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. That big explosive play carries him into plus territory. He's going to let it go. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's got it down the left. Hits the afterburn. Touchdown Bulldogs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Snagged out of the air. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. Once he got some room, it was over.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Quickly out to the tight end. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Makes a move. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you? Get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
Bringing it out. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They boot it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Got his man on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll stop him short on third down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on top. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. The give on the option. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Rebels are marching down the field. Leaves it with the back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And a chance, perhaps, to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. And the quarterback takes a knee.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
And it is Ole Miss